Welcome to another edition of Storyville Sessions. Today we wanted to break down a commercial campaign we created for the school district here. You know what? Let's just roll it. Watch this commercial and then we'll break it down.
Teaching is more than a job. It's a calling. Las Vegas is more than the Strip. It's a lifestyle. From day hikes to nightlife, fans to foodies, we are Vegas. We are CCSD.
Man, isn't that commercial great? Doesn't it make you want to become a teacher in Las Vegas? Anyways, as you can tell, that's a very unique idea to try and capture and create into a commercial. So, the split screen, right? How did we do that? First and foremost, there's a lot of pre-production involved with that, right? So, to kind of give you full transparency on the timeline we had to work with, we came up with this in about a week. So we went from storyboard to shooting to editing, maybe in about a week and a half tops. So first things first, we came up with this idea. It's like, you know what, let's do the split screen to show their life as a teacher and their life in Las Vegas kind of at the same time and drawing those parallels between the two. We put it into a storyboard, as you can see right here, so we can map out each and every frame that we were going to shoot. This really helped us conceptualize what those shots were going to look like. Some of the stuff we pulled from stock footage, and then obviously there were shots that we were going to get out and about. So some of the stuff in here were temporary placeholders for the real footage we would capture out in the field. But this really helped us give us a frame of reference of what we're going to shoot, how things were going to line up, and whatnot. So took that storyboard, came up with a script, sent it off to the client, got approval. Now it's time to shoot. All right, so let's break down one of the shots from that storyboard that came to life. And it's this one right here, right? Where she's walking from the cafeteria / multi-purpose room at Aggie Roberts Elementary School to the baseball stadium here in Las Vegas, right? And she seamlessly walks through in one frame, out the other. How did we do that? Well, that took this little guy. So this crystal clear plastic card, actually, before we shot, it looked like this, right? So I taped this to the monitor on the camera because this was one that we had no stock footage reference for whatsoever. So I take this guy, taped it onto the viewfinder or to the LCD monitor that is on our camera. I took a Sharpie and I outlined the first half of it, right? So on the camera, we have guidelines. So I drew the guideline on there. Here, let me pull this guy back up so I could see what was dead center. So this is our center mark. So I drew the lead lines here that you see from the school and where she was as she crossed frame. Now, whenever I went out to the baseball stadium, I tried to line up the seats that you see there and the height and the length of where she's crossing to the exact same as what's drawn in this card. So I had her stand there as I framed it up at the baseball stadium. Then I had her walk back out of frame and walk back into frame, trying to hit, I don't know if you can see it right there, but that is her leg where it is bending. But that's where she was crossing in. So again, try to make sure her stride even hit at the exact same mark. We did several takes. Here's some of the raw footage. We're doing several takes over and over and over again to make sure she hit that mark. There was maybe a little bit of adjusting in the edit, but still we kept that line dead center. And so now, if you play it, bam, you see that she walks right across. I'm gonna stop right at the halfway mark. Here's the cool thing about editing, man. So you can see there's like a little bit of a gap here, right, in her head, because I could adjust that, but then some of these lead lines, like right here, would come off, and I really didn't want to mess with the picture too much. But when it moves as quick as it does, the eyes trick you. It just tells you that, man, that seamlessly walked across. I lined up her arm right as it crosses, the legs line up, everything lines up, sits down in the seat, bam, it looks flawless. So that's how we did that shot. Break down one more shot for you all. This one's one of our favorites. We have the Las Vegas sphere on this side. We have the globe on this side. That one, obviously, this was stock footage We knew that we were going to use this shot in advance. So what we did was we printed out this shot on a piece of paper. Again, measured it out to the same size as this card to our LCD finder, cut it in half, and taped it to the viewfinder so I could see the shot already. So whenever I was out there, again, framed it up so that the globe on this side of the screen right here matched up to the sphere. And so whenever we were rolling, bam, we got a clean matchup. So again, a little bit of pre-production, a little bit of planning went a long way to making this all come to fruition. Anyways, that's a little bit of the behind the scenes of how we created the spots. We'll see you guys next time on Storyville Sessions. Peace.